Well, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 did end with a sizable and satisfying bang. But many people were wondering about the fate of the High Evolutionary, and now some of the cast, crew, and even James Gunn himself have confirmed his status, and he's definitely going to have a huge impact on the future of the MCU. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about Chukwudi Iwuji's High Evolutionary and where he might show up again in the MCU. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 had some great completions to characters' arcs, and the talk of the town has been Rocket. This movie saw Rocket face off with the High Evolutionary, played by Chukwudi Iwuji, and honestly, he might have been one of the best Marvel villains we've gotten in a really long time, leaving many fans kind of worried he died off at the end of the film. Now, over the course of the last week, we've had multiple reports about the status of the character, one from the actor himself, and earlier today, James Gunn finally chimed in, let us know his status, and opens the door to a lot of possibilities of the future of the MCU. Now, James Gunn in a tweet confirmed that Rocket does indeed not kill the High Evolutionary. And if you watched Rocket's arc, it kind of makes a lot of sense. This is what Gunn had to say. Yes, it's a whole culmination of Rocket's journey. His shift comes in that doesn't just kill him, he goes from being the least empathetic to the most empathetic Guardian. It seems silly and hollow that he'd refuse to kill him and then leave him on an exploding ship. And yes, there is a deleted scene. It's really great actually, but it messed up the pacing of the end, but you will see the extras eventually. Now, Gunn did go on to confirm that he is indeed imprisoned on Nowhere, so we have confirmation the character is still alive, and as you know with comic books, he will make some sort of return. Now, interestingly enough, the character has interacted with so many Marvel characters it's hard to count. He's faced off with the Avengers, Spider-Woman, the New Warriors, the X-Men, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Thor, and even the Champions, not to mention his relationship with Adam Warlock. So there is a library of places he could show up once again. Now, there are a bunch of Marvel stories that have been rumored for the future that the High Evolutionary could be part of. Fans are awaiting the chance to visit the Savage Lands in the MCU. He's had stories there. He was a big part of the Annihilation Conquest storyline. But most interestingly, he's part of Eternity War. Now, several months ago, Marvel actually registered a trademark for Avengers Eternity Wars. And it seems like a bit of a coincidence that this character was so involved in that storyline. Many of us had assumed that this would involve the Eternals and Celestials, but this could be Marvel making some long-term plans for the character, and as you can see, there are many places within the MCU he can pop up. Supervillains never stay captured, so we know it's only a matter of time before he escapes Nowhere, and I don't really think he would make a great villain for a potential Volume 4 of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so looking to other places in the MCU is probably the right path, and after that performance Chukwudi Iwuji delivered in this film, fans want more, and I have to believe Marvel Studios didn't sign him for a one and done, so they probably have him obligated to other movies moving down the road. Fan reaction drives a lot of decisions behind the scenes, so I am sure we're going to see the High Evolutionary once again. What Marvel feature he pops up in? Well, we're going to have to wait and see.